Getting ready to put this video together led me to take a look back at the last 11 months in the program. It's hard to believe that 11 months ago this project seemed so far in the future, and now it's here. It all started as a walk into the EMDT program, and what began as a million little pieces all over the place began to pile together into the semblance of a project. At times it felt like digging through mountains of information, but in the end there was always light at the end of the tunnel. It all started during ETC when we spent time looking at Web 2.0 tools for use in our classrooms. I stumbled upon Schoology.com and it began. I started thinking about ways to use it in my third grade classroom and other ways it would benefit. Facebook is blocked in our district, so this was a perfect communication tool. It seems like common sense would tell you that parent and teacher communication is essential to a student's success. But I had a great deal of trouble finding research about social media or Web 2.0 tools to use in the classroom for communication purposes. I had to widen my search a bit and just deal with parent and teacher communication, and then a plethora of information came my way. According to Teaching in the 21st Century by Harry Pence, written in 2009, quote, "A successful educational environment integrates the efforts of families, schools, and a wide variety of institutions within a community." End quote. With stakes at the highest they have ever been for testing and funding, educators need to reach every student in every way possible. According to Sharon Stevens and Patel Nemeshia, published in 2009, parent involvement is now an all-encompassing term that includes a wide variety of actions. Sandra Machen believed that because of the rapid climb in high-stakes testing, accountability, and standards, it is increasingly important to begin involving parents as partners in the learning process. She also stated that finding real and simple ways to get parents involved in the classroom fosters a positive environment and makes higher academic standards a reality. Machen's research was also supported by Davis and Yang in 2009, who both believed creating frequent and simple ways for parents and teachers to communicate led to positive communication and increases in parent involvement. Regular communication will also create positive home-school relationships, including collaboration with the families, will also create an atmosphere of support and encouragement for the teachers. In 2009, Sean Rohner wrote in his EdBuzz blog that he believed using an online discussion board, teachers and administrators can create an effective and safe way for parents to share thoughts and ideas. He also stated, quote, "As long as discussion items are properly designed and managed, they can present a wonderful way for parents to participate in the school's decision-making process." End quote. Looking back at the courses over the last 11 months, I've realized that some truly meaningful learning has taken place. MLR provided the solid research foundation needed to find the literature to support my action research. TMD made me think about the clear need for continued engagement. This led me to really start thinking about my AR and how I could increase engagement in my classroom, between parents and myself, and between parents and their student. ETC was a goldmine of Web 2.0 tools and led me to Schoology. Without the digging I did in ETC, I might still be looking at tools for my project today. DAE was great in the reflection process for my first cycle. I had the time to look and think critically about what I was doing and why. After this reflection, I made the necessary changes and moved forward with Cycle 2. EDE provided a critical look into my AR and gave me a very clear framework for what I wanted to do. It also helped me realize that when I am done with Cycle 2 and have analyzed the results, I am still not done with my research. LMO provided a deeper look at Schoology. I had really only looked at the social side of it, and now see the greater potential for its use in the classroom. I began Cycle 1 by asking parents to take a survey about current communication. This survey was general to allow me to get a feel for what parents had or were already using. I was all set up with the Schoology account as the new year began and had a pretty good response to the site. However, parents were not interacting as I hoped they would. Twice daily I posted on the site what was happening in the classroom, and I also utilized a calendar feature. Overall, the response to the site was good, but not as interactive as I had planned on it being. After much reflection with my critical friends, classmates, and teaching cohorts, I decided to step back a bit and use email in the second cycle. During Cycle 2, I began using a daily email to communicate with parents. The information in this email contained homework, daily events, and other events that were happening during the school day or after school. I also asked parents to send a red receipt when they got my email. On average, I had 14 parents sending the receipt back, but after conversations with many others, I was continuing to get positive feedback from parents that weren't sending the red receipt. Upon the completion of LMO, I decided I wanted to present my research. As much as it frightens me to speak in front of my colleagues and peers, I knew the results of my action research were too good not to share. It was after this reflection that I chose to submit my presentation to the Wisconsin Education Association Council, state teachers convention held yearly in Wisconsin. I am nervous about the presentation, but not about the results and the positive impact it's had on my classroom this year.